everybody, Dave Sullivan here for the Credit Guy TV. TransUnion announced last Friday that they will no longer seek to go public and instead be acquired by a group of private equity companies, one of which being Advent Financial Partners, a global buyer of companies, and then normally they're trimmed down and then resold is what this company primarily does. So you wonder why they would, the Pinsker family would finally decide that they wanted to sell them. And I know that the head of the family is starting to get older, so there's some tax concerns there. But this is really the first time in decades that they have not been associated with TransUnion. So you wonder why Advent Financial Partners would buy TransUnion. Well, if you look at the other holdings they have right now, they've got a lot of smaller credit. Yeah, I wouldn't even call them a bureau. There's a bunch of smaller companies that gather information in South America, in Asia, and I think what they're going to try to do is take some of the expertise from TransUnion and spread that over the other companies that they're trying to get bureaus started. And what you need to remember is outside of the U.S., you're not going to get a tri-merge credit report. Anytime you need an international credit report and you're trying to get it in a country other than Canada, which has Equifax only, the UK Experian is big over there, and then Australia, you've got another company down there. Anywhere outside of those places, you're really back 50 or 60 years to try and get credit information, which means that the borrower provides a list of creditors and we call and try and verify that information. So if you ever had somebody from out of the country, outside the country, want to buy a house here and you're in need of an international credit report, what you need to remember is you're not going to get any scores, you're probably not going to get very much data, and then anything that we can add, we will add for you, but it's very much like credit reporting was here in the United States about 50, 60 years ago. So I'm not aware of a lot of manually underwriting that's going on. So I want you to really consider that when you're in need of an international credit report. You're not going to get any scores, and you're not going to get a tri-merge, and you're not going to be able to reissue that through any automated underwriting systems either. So please consider that when you get a phone call from somebody who maybe was out of the country for a while and now wants to come back and buy a house. I'm getting a lot of calls now from international buyers, and sometimes brokers get a hold of me and they're like, can we do anything for this guy? And I have to explain that probably not, unless you're going to have it manually underwritten. So that's where I stand on the international credit report scene. And for TransUnion to be sold to a private equity company, you wonder if they're either going to chop it up and sell it, or if they're going to use the expertise to expand the brand. And I really think that that's what they're going to do. If they were smart, they would try to take TransUnion global. There's a real opportunity out there for a international credit bureau. All right, so that's Dave Sullivan with the Credit Guy TV. So you, with a little bit of me, we're going to change the credit industry. Thank you.